Figure out the weapon first. The weapon was right there to see.
That killer, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him! No, that's wrong!
The white noise is annoying, so...
No, I can't... Why not?! I see!
Oh yeah, now I will. It's no use, it's barely budget.
Yeah, that pillar, but there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh?
Coach Nekomaru's robot box.
So, he lifted the pillar.
You mean
Don't be stupid! He's a...
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it doesn't...
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
But it does bother me a little. No words, suicide. By the way, the fourth murdered kid in school life was apparently moved to suicide. Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru...
But that's a problem. If it's not...
There may...
Huh?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my... Alright, it's up to you.
Understood. Then, Sonia, here... There's no need to lift that pillar.
if the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
No, that's wrong!
Ah, there we go. Took a stab in the dark and it paid off.
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar...
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body.
Oh.
If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too. I see.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the...
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar?
There's no way I can let it go.
Why are you so certain of...
I just have a feeling.
Because the pillar's tipped.
A feeling, huh?
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong. There's another way to use that pillar to kill.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you.
You guys... You're unable to clear a path to the... What a waste of talent!
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you.
Hey, Nagito. What the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
You found out the truth about the ultimate
I've
despair.
learned a valuable lesson.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just...
Well, first of all, but when combined with a specific item...
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate...
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing?
So, Nagito
That's right. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion, I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than...
I see.
I don't know why, but I'm unliking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly.
In order to clarify that,
Huh? The secret...
you still don't realize it? Ah, I forgot.
Except for Hajime? If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse. Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, but in actuality, they are both the same building. It is undeniable that such a sweet...
Man, not only does that make perfect sense.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
The two houses are connected to the town. You've met... I thought that first two, but I understand it's a complete contradiction.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
Oh yeah.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors.
Damn it. Even with the fucking
Damn it.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact
It was
same
getting annoying
place.
having to constantly get rid of the white noise.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors, and the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you up.
Same feeling in the
Argue with Miss Sonia.
It's so funny, you think these two powers are the same thing. Just case, I think you understand.
In truth, Strawberry Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the fun.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both. I mean, the walls are different colors, and the designs on the floor are also different.
Damn it.
In truth, Strawberry Tower are actually the exact same place.
No, that's wrong.
New same thing in tower.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Just in nowhere.
Why are you asking that now?
Hajime, I won't tolerate.
I mean, doesn't it seem... When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably some kind. If it is, then see. It's so then what? You serious? Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much. If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need...
Bow down.
There we go again.
Then how about this?
Well, we were moving from Grape Tower, but we should have all been together during that time.
Then Monokuma did while we were moving.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moving.
If it is too heavy to carry, just like if there is no bread,
God damn it. Fucking thing.
there are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprised with wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprised with wielding the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Damn it.
It seems you have forgotten.
Put it on the floor.
Monokuma is surprisingly struck wielding the pillar, the ball. He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Damn it!
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the pillar, the ball. He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Damn it.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Let's see. Hold on the floor. I'm gonna compare You look in hammer. I tipped over a pillar.
A short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
Damn it.
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the pillar, the body. He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Damn it. Never mind, there was the oil.
Moving the body and pillar is possible. When the position of Nekomaru's body in the pillar, physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible. No matter how you...
maybe it's the pillar? Maybe it's the pillar? Maybe it's the pillar?
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terrible.
It's all right.
So what really happened?
Not when the experiment involving the handbook.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there.
If they're not the same building, or...
We do have a This mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse. We don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. The only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues.
Hey, Nagita. I thought it would come to this. Fine. I'll tell you guys.
Give us the answer! No,
But then it wouldn't mean anything. It's also important for me because it would...
Determined? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something
But
happen?
how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that...
I have a good reason. The reason I'm the only one who knows it?
From the appropriate action, there's no need money for this.
I see!
The life-threatening game.
You're talking about the final death. You cleared the life-threatening game there, and
That's right. The hit... In the depths of the final dead room. And there, a small... From that window...
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, at an opportune time, I found a...
You took a pic.
Yep.
Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera
See?
from his own pocket.
Let me explain it. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry, but don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make...
What's the things that should make
Then
sense?
let's begin.
Should I call this
Here!
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then, this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor.
I see.
90% there's lots of things that make sense.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was,
fucking cube hair, it was 10 hours to start.
Grape House and Strawberry House should, which means you're viewing the tower. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower.
That's right. In summary, the first floor of Strawberry House is located.
It's not. Are you saying that Grape...
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, it might be possible for Hajime to solve it, despite the fact that you don't have...
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe.
The top floor.
Such sharp eyes.
Top floor.
But the Monokuma archive...
What does it mean?
Oh god, I just noticed that takes health off. Dang. They're the same building. Fairly cool. Ding, 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 ding.
It's all coming together!
Got it. Then let me hear it.
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, so where did Grape House go? There is only one possibility. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the
Same building?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
You think about it like that. Based on Nagito's...
I see!
on top of Grape House. Because of that, the photo taken from all together, this means...
Oh, snap!
But what about the ship?
Strawberry Houses. It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was...
quadrilateral, and a hexagon. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower,
In order to conceal the unique design, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full...
Then it's true?
That's right! Those two houses exist on...
Constructing a building like that on your own...
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within...
Aw, your precious hammies don't... Alrighty then.
Oh, I see.
I'll definitely make her watch...
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent! Say, Gundam?
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was a fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
I don't even know if Mario's body exists. I don't think the person totally done. There's something like that impossible.
I'm
So that's the thing.
gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was a fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
Of course, it's been being in the tower.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to... we thought the body had moved. Right up until that moment, you were the killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the...
Miss Sonia... You are joking!
It's alright. Cause if he was, he wouldn't have fixed it. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is...
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy,
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? Remember when we entered the funhouse from one? That device is just like that.
The device is transported to the different floor and alright, let's do it. Elevator. I'm not about the lift.
got it! You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Neko?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up, so whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only... Now that you mention it, sometimes...
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. Then why is there a picture of a strawberry on... and a picture of a grape on the far back
Red
door
herring.
when you...
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator.
Plus, after the incident... But when we entered Strawberry Tower...
Not just that, but if I remember...
There are too many.
When you see people and things, make...
What did you say?
So, let's put...
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on.
The things that didn't change when we moved between the two houses. Which is the body, the pyramid. Oh, I've been talking about that stuff for a while. There shouldn't be anything screen time, not even the fact that they all use the elevator. And one thing these all have in common,
I see!
they were all on the floor.
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And?
And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? The reason is because...
There's something unique about that elevator. The doors change, but everything on the floor stays the same. And that means
I see!
only the floor moves.
So that's it. The elevator was...
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door... And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where did...
I want to say they lead...
Just for show. Why was some...
So we falsely believed that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually...
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this...
Did you hear that, Mom?
Don't blame this on me!
Then I'll take responsibility.
Wait, there's no way that's gonna happen!
By the way, what is the chain on the far...
It was probably wrapped there by...
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right? The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so the appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone... and using that as a clue, the truth that the two houses... The killer wanted to keep us from learning that.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around...
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse...
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly.
What a pain.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House, and if so, how does the contact
I see. Now you mentioned, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves, then when your back is facing the elevator, but does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall, and inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your... Which means the houses are on... Answer me, fiend!
What does this mean?
What does this mean? Still having that much then back to my back facing the elevator in grade 4. Great house with power to and my back is facing the building house. How are you gonna do? I think it's contradiction.
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Yay!
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevators, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
Look at the sun, I'm not nothing.
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
Damn it. Okay, so it's not that.
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
No, that's
There we
wrong.
go.
The elevator wasn't just moving Isn't that right, Kazui?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you.
Oh, that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the...
Rotated 100.
Meaning, as the elevator, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter, which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves.
Well, a fun house. And since the building doesn't really...
That's not splendid at all!
You say I'm inhuman. I'm different from...
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? What's the ultimate weapon that killed...
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate...
What is the octagon?
Oh my... As long as you know what an octagon means...
What an octagon means, huh? That reminds me, an octopus with 8 legs. I wonder if that means anything.
I see!
If I recall, an
I didn't expect you to know that. I guess I should continue listening.
A place between them named Octagon. Grape House is 6-sided and Strawberry House is 4-sided. Neither of them are 8-sided. But when you combine those places, one place is 8-sided. Damn it.
You're
Of course, I need
talking
to
about
back
the
things
secret
again.
room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the
You know how the 4-sided strawberry... If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one...
That's basically the gist
Oh,
of it.
that's funny.
The true identity of the octagon is, in actuality, that puts...
Then the ultimate weapon...
That's a little different. I learned that...
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized this and then thought of a way to kill...
The funhouse itself is...
That's why the killer tried to keep us from... But more importantly...
He's lost it. What does this mean? I'm not curious up to know tonight. Where is the killer who did it?
everyone, all
Yeah, so I'd like to save.
Hello. I hope you. I'm trying to force myself to be more. I might as well have a layback. Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
I didn't expect. Whatever.
Is it really alright? I mean, that's not what's important. The killer who used the building structure.
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon?
There's no way I'd lie. It's such an...
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope...
There is no such thing as murder for forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desire.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or...
Akane! Anyway, if the killer used the building...
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first.
Nekomaru's cause of death. He's probably damaged if he's being senseless from an object. But if he was an object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized killing. So what's Nekomaru's cause of death?
I see!
Falling.
That's it? I think he
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's... Then the killer made use of its height.
Are you saying they pushed him off?
That... I don't know.
Where in that building would you even be...
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the...
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it...
But...
Nekomaru died from falling. Where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? I'm gonna reach the truth behind the scenes now. I need to follow the scene.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
And how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on! Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object in...
Moving object.
Inside. The other door won't open. Which means the elevator...
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on! Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
No, that's wrong. That sensor should only work if something is moving. Nekomaru wasn't moving inside.
Could it be?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have...
I see. So...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, there would have been no drop for him to...
That's what I was about to explain. Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
Which kid dropped inside the elevator while Nekomaru was in? Happy things are like that, but what is about this?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop.
Think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious. How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest!
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
Wait till you get this narration on Nekomaru's point of view. Second one up on the fact that the elevator from me and using the other side. So behind me, yeah, the elevator down to Nekomaru on the other side.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went...
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
I agree with that. Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like...
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was... tied the tip of the wire into a knot. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so...
You better not finish that sentence!
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only by doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Oh, this is nice.
So what if they created a drop? Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, because if he's suspended in midair... Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him. There's no way they could do that.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that. Now's the time. But in that case, you still won't be able to. Moving the elevator is just impossible. End of story.
Hold on, thanks to Luigi, I think we figured out how to resolve Nekomaru. So if we use that evidence, we should be able to break through how Luigi...
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Allow me to cut through those words.
There we go.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was
What are you saying? Like...
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was... Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why... If something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start...
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by...
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would...
I didn't expect this doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened is because... That's really what it was. And that's a clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
So that...
You finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears I'm just a pest. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so!
No, I believe you.
Hey! Why'd you...
This guy, he gets off on this!
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor.
Doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing that I can think of that happened to him was... No, not fire. Fucking damn it.
I see!
You can cause the pillows in pieces.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up...
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
I knew it would be okay.
See? I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was...
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear...
At this point, it is quite
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30.
Hold on, baby gangsta!
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say...
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the...
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before...
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
The first one would likely be rebuttal showdown for me.
That's what I want to know!
I don't necessarily understand. Please, let's come up to Nick. I can't talk about Thomas Nick. There's no more I'll be appreciated. Make the argument.
we headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death... From the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru.
No, that's not
wrong.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock. So it would have...
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No. I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do.
And because of that, I can confidently...
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with,
Please believe me, we're...
then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
Don't think that's something you said, but have to go look something. I mean, what fucking argument? Why didn't you never logic dive. parking mirrors. God fucking damn. My brain managed down then. Where would it go? Shit. I know! I heard you before. Sheesh. Oh, houses. There we go. Misunderstanding.
It's all coming together! You said you checked all the clocks inside the building.
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building...
I see. So the killer messed with the timing.
So that's what it was.
This is truly fantastic.
Now's not the time to be pleased. More
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
At time of death.
There we go, back up.
It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound when... He fell. It would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
If the time in the building, then we can only rely. The time of it's clearly 7.
The problem is, what's in our time?
Are there any clues that can be...
If only I heard the sound when he... It would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let...
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying if does not exist in this world.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on
The time of death. It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
Nope, of course it wasn't.
If the time in the building was, then we can only rely on
The time of it's clearly 7.
The problem is, what time in our time?
Are there any clues that can...
If only I heard the sound... It would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let...
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough.
Damn it.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death. It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
Damn it. Oh, no, it isn't.
Crap! If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
I agree with that.
I agree.
That's right. We should have heard the sound.
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went.
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor. It's obvious we'd hear the impact.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the. What is it?
Oh, well. That sound.
Huh?
Well, yeah, it looks like the
You
sound.
probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all.
There's nothing to worry about.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference,
I heard that sound.
Huh?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And
Excellent work, Akane.
I see! Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30. And if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30... That means our time was...
We were starving pretty badly.
Plus, the funhouse has no window.
However, for what
the reason is obvious. If you messed with the clocks and used us... From there, the killer's...
Time isn't time. I can't think of a specific thing. I'm trying to blur out Nekomaru, and the specific thing is Nekomaru doesn't know what time it is. That's our time. I'm a dumbass.
I see!
Kumitaichi.
That's it. The killer made use of the...
How did they...
We were required to go to Great... But if they mess with all the clocks inside...
We wouldn't be able to attend on time. This radio clock had it.
That's right. In doing so...
When I witnessed...
If I recall, and if that time was also 2 hours off, at that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi.
I see. Now that I think...
Too early!
When you said everyone, we thought we came to the tower on time.
Aw, jeez! What was it? Are you talking about... Liar? That's not it! That's definitely...
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. The number of suspects has...
Hey, how did that decree...
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to... You witnessed Nekomaru...
Are you talking about... A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru. Plus, it was just before that... If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened...
Really? Was...
The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from... We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have a... Who is it?
Crap! Crap!
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there.
That's right. It was just me, Gundam, and Food.
You didn't come out. Even you weren't in your room.
If that's the case, where were...
Please, say...
If you don't hurry up and answer,
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't?
It's merely...
Not only did I not hear the alarm,
However, it is obvious that I did not hear... But I did not hear the rumbling sound either.
To be honest, it's not just the... I was in a pretty deep sleep. It wasn't that.
couldn't hear it.
you still don't. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear...
Sound flute. Introduction. Damn it, give me the big hammer. Now I remember why. Now I remember why he
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. If I recall,
The reason we couldn't...
That's right. It was because you actually noticed that. Nice. Now then, you guys...
Hold on a sec!
Why?
Hey, I'm doing my animal.
That's
oh,
back
wait,
to-
I'm not hiding. Funny how
Let's
it's
have this decisive fact.
you're the only one! Gundam? When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House last...
What's wrong with... It's the bell of catastrophe.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room. Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house, so why were you able to hear that alarm?
Gundam?
There's only one possibility. That's why, even though you were staying in a
Gundam.
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
After you saw Nekomaru until the moment that alarm started. If you were in the lounge for that long,
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death, the killer still needed to prepare the murder.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode.
In order to do that, which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back,
in their original plan, the killer and they were supposed to stick.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the left. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives, unfortunately,
I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the...
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check, that would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he...
Those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned. How ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot...
Gundam?
That's surprising he didn't.
Please, can you at least say something?
The nature of breaking the spell.
Answer me this. The answer is 10. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The sound.
Is that your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right?
Do not panic. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, That's right. That's all.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. So, why don't we
hold on.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this kid...
Hey! What?
Perhaps I should say, just a boring farce. So seriously. Let's just...
Nagito. At some point during the investigation, What actually happened?
Well, let's just leave that...
Please hold on!
But he's completely shut up.
Gundam!
I was simply... In fact, I shall deny the... Since the beginning, based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry, although going to and fro is busy enough as it is,
I see. The contact...
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
if the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to...
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing, which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious?
Have you...
Something is obviously wrong. Yeah,
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel. As long as that your assumption.
Plus, the elephant broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot
Since I was at Strawberry, there's no question that
It would have been different if they hadn't
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
No, that's wrong. No, there should have been another way to move between the two.
Such a method does not exist!
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used it? You're the only one! Nagito, you should know. Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly. There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the office. After I opened the door and went down. Surprise, surprise!
Meaning the third floor.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room,
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses.
Infinity Unlimited Flame! However, what if the killer was
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you... if you value...
There's no way I can stop.
Don't make me angry!
You're right, you little folk.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down!
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down!
Damn it! Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I already proved a secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the at least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of...
Allow me to cut through those words!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it was a wire. Otherwise, I'm
The
selecting
wire used to string up Nekomaru's body.
Even though I'm
The hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower.
Huh? Wait, was there something? No.
Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse.
The only place I can think of. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure.
That wasn't exactly my fault, personally.
Here I saw.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer witnessed it.
If that's the case,
It seems... Normally we'd end up listening to Haji, but there's no reason to wait. Hey! First of all, the elevator was thanks to that, so he tried going over just like we did when we... Well, it's obvious he'd attempt. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't... But surprise! Gundam was...
Hold on.
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. They can just greet everyone the next morning.
And, without such a risky plan...
I'm going to continue summarizing. Through this, Gundam's success... There's no way he could fight head-on with the... So by pressing the goodnight button...
Hold on! You...
What?
Don't mess with me!
Why are you
You fools! Do not... Ha! You make me laugh!
I don't understand anything.
It appears. Maybe I'm just a human death. I cannot...
What do you...
It's obvious! I'm going...
Are you saying you still have more?
Your words. However, that button...
It's not easy to get...
It's even more difficult.
Just as I thought.
That's wrong, Gun. You're the one.
Such a one... Listen well. First, you must crush them with your own... You must provide a reason that you...
I think you really don't want to know. And if you request it, I'll provide an argument I'll leave no choice for people.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crush as David prophesized! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crush as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
Nope.
Crush as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crush as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
This is the end! Even if you didn't get behind, as long as you had the power of...
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button?
Of course that'd be impossible for a normal hamster. But it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Now that you mention it, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper. Hey, with your friends in there, accept to secretly get one of them behind Mechamaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually... I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it?
It appears I've obtained a... Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built up. Now, trample this... Pull the curtain strings of this worth!
everything that happened in this case. Let's first go over the mini trick. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back the light. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi and set the wall clock's alarm to... After finishing their preparations, the killer went to... They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final death room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster, that secret being Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Great Tower for a specific... There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Tai Chi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broke, so he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to... When that happened, the elevator-like floor and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling up. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no... The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also... He woke up while he was still hanging upside down. So originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and the sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or...
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that!
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! My beloved, deadly foes, let...
B. Not bad, but not perfect.
This result isn't up. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever! Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
Ow. There's a guy who just did it. It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Damn 4 in a row without any mistakes is splendid. That's right. The one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing fun. What's done to
Nice!
Yes, I know, we'll never about it. None of that.
Now then.
I'm deciding who the keys. Where's the execution? Hold on. Here the classified is finished, but that doesn't mean you can't finish the until we hear what you've done. What he says, why? Just being necessary to be safe.
Listen well!
Is what I would like you to say, but for honesty sake, I reject one of you. Correct? You guys made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is a mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
Listen,
This, too, must be the will of causality.
there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not.
You.
Let's make history.
When the final dead woman discovered the secret of the fun house, I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to his tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say expected from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away or even called for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose to fight and rescue.
That is...
I find in this
Let me tell you this.
It is all to try to kill.
Huh?
If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, had to return.
I can see it!
Could it be?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long. This is great!
That's a great one.
And what is your reason? Do you...
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka! Heroes, Lords of Darkness!
In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with... I won't go easy on you! Don't even think about holding back! Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics! Give me...
Nekomaru Nidai! Your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
I will not harm you. I have no intention of forcing my values.
Let me tell you this.
However, I must say this. What's the point in living if you're just waiting to...
You weakling!
There's nothing creative about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation.
Fall, my tears.
Inside that building. Everyone has been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
You flinch, you will die!
Giving up on life, and that's just an insult to life
Let me
itself.
ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their life engage in cannibalism.
Listen well!
That is what it means to live. You say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall engulf this world.
Consider that justice, and I will fight that world with every last fibre of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy toward life.
I renounce you!
It is a violation of natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
You.
But... Well, it sounds like making life out scene too. That's what he thought, right?
Damn it!
Fine.
That man in the courage to die and mean it to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I betrayed you all, and that is the
Fall, my tears.
So, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death?
Oh.
No.
You...
Let's make history.
Unlike Naito, only did. Compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was me a child's play.
Well?
Gundam, now tell me, you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I knew you would ask such a foolish question.
My name
Just
is
who do you
Gundam
think
Tanaka.
I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster.
Fade like dust in the wind.
Is that it? I'll just leave it. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. Monokuma.
Yes, indeed.
Please wait! I beg of you!
Huh?
Miss Sonia!
I beg of you!
How pitiful.
Sonia. That is unrefined. Stopping a man from getting to his death does not reflect the noble qualities himself.
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind.
What is it, my 4 dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared 4 dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Game over. Gundam has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? What's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer.
Damn it. Damn it! The worst.
Oh. You are right. You are right.
You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand there. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who've died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. You can't allow it.
Hey!
Wait!
Looking at everything, it feels like they based Danganronpa another 2.
Now then.
Have 4 off this.
Hey!
Only
It's
different
not
things.
like that.
That's because one of the students went, well, ex-students, start acting unhinged, and then they end up getting stuff in there. Jeez, I'm so
Hey. Right?
Yeah, you're right. Given this, the class has come to an end, and once again we return to Jamboree High. The size of our group has definitely diminished. And despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial. At that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Yep, definitely lucky. Never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of a true enemy. By anyone else too. But it's just too funny. No one could tell it was mine. There's no way to find him, just hide me his information.
Well,
Guess they're too busy with other matters. Or maybe they reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive
damn
you.
it.
You should never be forgiven. So I can let this one loose. Only one stops this once and for all.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I can recognize.
Monokuma, a pig!
Now then.
What's this? What's the matter?
I see, so you can try. Perhaps you found out who the traitor is? You know me.
Well.
That's what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet.
Hello.
Hey.
Information about 16 people in the file.
Say what?
What's
You don't even know?
Traitor from the Future Foundation in the mines, right? And that person turned on the scene to be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
This file contains documents I've cleared out of the cabinet, right?
Of course!
But
This file even contains information about a trainer. That person also formed a student of the Peak Academy.
Who knows?
hey.
What's wrong with that? It's my job to heat things up. It's only okay if I do something smart now.
Well,
that's not my
right?
point. My point is you already know who the traitor is. That's not
You're
right.
getting all riled up! No! Shing!
That's not entirely true. You made a command of fire or anything like that. Say that came in off from the cooperation, you know?
Huh?
Cooperation?
Hey.
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you intentionally let the traders they please, right?
Yep.
In this case, might be able to cooperate somewhat.
Right?
So I've been exchanging number traits. I see. Interesting.
No! Unbelievable.
Well... You're right. Huh?
Like...
Wow.
Say what?
You don't know?
That becoming existence that could even be called the ultimate hope. You definitely remind me of him. Don't even know? Yep, Mecha Mario existence.
Hey. See?
What are you waiting for, Messiah? Looks like I'm right again. Definitely interesting, Messiah. I'm waiting for it.
Hey.
That's...
Five, obey.